everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shabhya. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about some of the very important GD topics for the month of October. So I've compiled under various dimensions the most important GD topics. And you see all the ones who are preparing for the campus placement, make sure you have gone through these lists because these are the most prominent ones and current in news these days. The topics all are very, very important. Now, whenever I talk about your preparation strategy for a GD, you have to go through the proper structure, introduction, middle part, conclusion. Everything, those liners should be ready. But apart from it, you should be aware about the most important dimensions. What are the most important dimensions? Like you will see in this video, the documentation is, you can also download the documentation, that I have categorized the GD topics in a minimum of 12 important categories. And one by one, see, every day you're preparing for the GD, make sure you go through one category, then prepare for the next, then it goes as a, you can say, a fixed schedule. And consistency and your practice is what going to help you out across the GD. So let's have a look towards the most important GD topics for the month of October. Very first category which I am going to talk about is current related topics. See, in current related topics, I have given you a brief of approximately 10 to 14 topics are there, where the very first it is about depreciation of Indian rupees. Then we all know about Delhi's odd even rule. It's a success or not. Their point of view needs to be there. Humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Expansion of BRICS and what is its significance in world economy. It can be asked as a separate topic also, that significance of BRICS in world economy. Why Indian PSUs are in losses. Mission Shakti, India's anti-satellite missile test. Nyay, can you think or do you believe that it is going to eliminate the poverty? Flipkart Walmart deal impact on India. China's growing influence, a threat or it is an opportunity for the world? The rise of populism, threat to democracy or voice for the unheard? How to revive Indian economy? Bullet trains in India, is it a right step or no? High fuel price in India, what are the causes? India at the rate 7.5. So all these topics are there which I have covered from the current category for the month of October. Then comes the topics of business and economy. Global recession, whether it is manageable rush or a looming threat. Is GST beneficial for common man? What about cryptocurrency? Is it helpful for the business? Do import and export affect the economy of India? Is India the most corrupted nation? Do you believe it out? Is cashless economy beneficial? What about green tech? See, whenever I'm giving you one topic or the other, remember it out. The topic can be asked only individually also. Let's just talk about green tech. It can be about the rise of green tech. So there can be little variation. But whenever you're preparing for one topic, obviously the subheads get prepared on its own. That's very obvious. Then is gig economy, its benefits, challenges for the business and the workers. How can we rely on cryptocurrency like Bitcoin? How banks can prevent Nirav Modi like scams? Why are many startups they are failing in India? Now we all know that there are a number of startups which do get a rise, but many a times they get vanished. You know about if you have seen Shark Tank India, I always give current examples, and there you would see the number of startups which they don't have that funding, they don't have that bank balance, and they are going to end very soon. So they come with this problem. And what is the reason behind it? You all have to just relate it to some current scenarios and give the best of the examples. See, more you add the current examples, more you add the real life situations in your GD, the topics, your answers and your presentation is going to become the best, and do practice it accordingly in that manner. Then a socio-cultural, so sustainable development goals, facts of income inequality, poverty in India and poverty in our society. India is a developed country by 2047, combating corruption in Indian society, poverty alleviation strategies, what you can go for the strategies in India, gender inequality, empowerment in India, human trafficking, freebie politics, live-in relationships in India, farmer suicides in India, LGBTQ plus rights and acceptance in India, terrorism threats, national security, and why is Norway the happiest country? You must be aware about these things. These are some of the socio-cultural topics, issues which are prevalent. And I tell you about the live-in relationships also. This topic was very much in discussion in the PSUs also. Technology and innovation, future of virtual reality in India in everyday life, Are drones positive or negative influence on society? What is the benefit of AI on education? Restriction on payment, Paytm, a bank. Then is the edtech bubble has burst. Is India ready for 5G? Like we do ask, is India ready for EVs? So right now I'm going to ask, is India ready for 5G? All the important topics related to our countries, that is the growth and development. The rise of generative AI, benefits of AI in education, the repeated one. The ethics of artificial intelligence and automation. Now comes the next important topic about healthcare and wellness, another important category. Now related to healthcare, it is availability, affordability, accessibility. What are the effective steps that can be taken to promote health awareness in both rural and urban areas? What are the facts of pollution in Delhi and what are the impacts of that on public health? Schemes taken by government to tackle health related issues. Lack of medical equipments in public hospitals push the poor to private ones. About health equity, the terminologies you should be very much aware. Health triangle, what does it signifies? Healthcare accessibilities in rural areas. Commercializations of healthcare, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because we all know that right now the school, the education, the healthcare, everything is being commercialized. But do you think that it's a good turn or it's a bad turn for our society? Ayushman Bharat, validity, universal health coverage in India. Related to sports, we all know that there are a number of GD topics about related to sports event. What is the current status of sports in India and what is the future of sports in India? Cricket versus other games, that is cricket killing other sports in India because media only highlights about men's cricket in particularly and not even the female cricket one, women one. Rise of non-cricket sports in India, similarly, that is it rising, it is helping the other sports to be promoted. Who is responsible for poor performance of sports in India? The indifference and apathy of Indian officials toward Indian players is heartbreaking. Indian Paralympic sports persons, they are often neglected and overlooked when we compare to the reception, the method which are out by the other Olympic performers. About the salaries of CEOs, athletes and actors, it should be capped. What is your opinion on it? Next dimension comes as related to international relations and diplomacy. That how should global economics deal with international terrorism? Among developed nations, the US is the most violent with too many mass shootings taking place in the recent months. Is UK really falling apart? And what is the Taliban's rules in Afghanistan that's impacting on India? India's performance in Global Hunger Index. Is nuclear disarmament mandatory to achieve world peace? Proverbial. Here I am covering some of the abstract topics also. Basically the proverbial topic means is like money can't buy happiness. Straight road do not make a skillful driver. So all the proverbs which we do agree and these are asked in the GD topics like money can't buy happiness. Very you can say some common topic which has been asked in number of GDs till days in campus also in PSUs also. Similarly, abstract topics are also relevant like some kind of a situational one. So in this category, I have covered the both one. One person can make a difference. Straight roads do not make a skillful driver. What will happen if 1 rupee becomes equal to $1? So here it is like an abstract. A situation is given to you and you just have to think about it. Think globally, act locally. Good politics is bad economics. Money is honey. Markets are found, not created. And freedom is a myth. The world does not need religion. Peer pressure, does it make or mar your future? Related to education, do remember that in campus placement, education plays a key role. The topics which are based on education, be it related to national education policy, be it related to online versus offline, all these are very important topics and which we have already covered in the previous months too. In this list, I am going to talk about increase in number of engineering colleges. It's a welcoming step. Do you agree or disagree? Is there a need to curb the mushrooming of private coaching institutes because we all know that there are high-end number of increases there? How safe are kids in our school? Because we all know that number of societal cases, number of other issues like the about related to women's safety and the teacher behaving in an inappropriate manner with the girl students and many other such cases. We do get to know one or the other day. And similarly, what's your take about how safe are our kids in school? NEP 2020, very important topic, and you should be aware about the credit system. You should be aware about the changing landscapes which are based on the education system. Should the practice of yoga be made compulsory in schools? The changing landscapes of education, ban of smartphones in school, impact of globalization on education. Politicians can control government school dropout crisis. Former degrees are the things of past, because right now what is more into the practices, the vocational one, the practice one, the more in the, you can say, the ones which we can actually go with the you can say in the significance of the practice and the medium where we can earn something. Not only the theoretical but the practical exposure is more. Now the next comes is environmental related issues. Ever growing air pollution levels, what does the problem lie? Where is the problem? Is climate change for real? Role of EV to achieve net zero by 2070. SDG, that is Sustainable Development, hampers industrial progress. Should both developed and undeveloped countries have equal binding in combating climate change? Indiscriminate tourism will lead to environmental damage. Genetically modified products, it is a boon or a bane. Circular economy is the key to SDG, sustainable development. Then comes green credits initiative, which is being taken by a number of PSUs also these days. What's your viewpoint on it? Are you aware about it? The significance of newly found lithium deposits in India. See, once you're practicing for any topic, the other topics get relevant, because once you're knowing about this thing, about the EVs one, you can just correlate with it, because everything is remixed in one or the other way. So that's the way you have to do it out, right? Then you have to go for the next one, that is politics. Should freedom of expression have limits? American first policy, it's a good or a bad for geopolitics? Good politics is bad economics. What about neighborhood first policy, that is India's relationship with its neighboring countries? Coalition politics in India. Is Niti Aayog a success? Youth in politics. Can India get into NSG? Ethics in politics, is it a myth or reality? Free by politics in India. Then come some of the miscellaneous categories which I have compiled number of GE topics in this category. Here comes the freedom of press, because we have not talked in other topics. Dowry system in India is curtailed only by law and not practically. Are women better managers than men? Promoting healthy eating habits in young children. Online shopping, is it a boon or bane? Justice delayed is justice denied. Management cannot be taught. Population of India, is it an asset? What must be done to improve the education system in India? Lifestyle for environment, LIFE, just tell about it. Is social media making us less social? How can we make the internet a safer place? And why is Earth losing its greenery? From books versus screens to social media influencers, what is its impact on youth? Because everyone is very much active on social media, and I have deliberately given this topic because once we open the social media, Instagram, the influencers just pop up and we are very much influenced by them. So is it a good thing or a bad thing for us? What is its impact on youth? And we know that many, you can say, youngsters, or I would say about the little ones, even they are trying to promote and make their own channels, and they're doing all these things. So do you think that is it getting a positive impact, or it is all about negative, which can lead a future generation in a miserable condition? The choice is yours, and here comes the most important G topics which I've given for the month of October. So the list is there with you. You can also download the documentation from our website and also from the link which is given in the description below. Any topic which you are not able to comprehend and you need a good practice, just pop up in the comments and I'll be coming up with soon with the many good ideas for you. All the best guys, keep preparing, and another video will be there where the GD topics are regular, but yes, this list is very important for your this motivation also, I would say, and for your basically the practice, and practice is going to make you perfect. So all the best guys, and take care and have a good day. See you soon in the next video. Bye bye.